Hey guys, welcome to Carry Thoughts. In this video, we are going to learn how to integrate Splunk with MSCOM. So what we are going to do is I'm going to explain you how you can get the MSCOM data into your Splunk. So considering that you have a distributed environment, and I will explain you each and every step, though I do not have the MSCOM with me, but I will try to demonstrate or try to give you an quick overview idea of how you can do everything. So let's see how it goes, and let's start the video. So first of all, we are going to get this add-on for Microsoft System Center Operations Manager, that is MSSCOM. And with this add-on, we are going to run certain PowerShell scripts, and that PowerShell scripts will be fetching the data and forwarding it to the indexers. First of all, let's download it, and after downloading it, let's keep it aside. So now if I explain you how we are going to do everything, so let's suppose there is an MSCOM server, and in those MSCOM server I will first install a heavy forwarder, which is basically a Splunk instance that is capable of forwarding data to our indexers. So that's what we are going to do. First we will install our heavy forwarder to the MSCOM server, then we will connect it to our indexer, and okay, so that it forwards the data. For this, we are simply going to first run set deploy pool and connect it to the deployment server. Once that is done, we send the outputs.conf to this particular heavy forwarder, so it connects to our indexer. Okay, so that's one part which I'm cutting out. It's very basic to know that the apps should be deployed by the deployment server. So from the deployment server, you can throw this particular Splunk add-on for MSCOM to our heavy forwarder. Once this is done, okay, MSCOM server first set up the heavy forwarder, then connect it with the deployment server, then push the apps and add-ons. So you just need to push the add-on to our heavy forwarder and go to the GUI of heavy forwarder. Suppose this is a GUI of heavy forwarder and you have this Splunk add-on installed. So as the heavy forwarder is installed on the local MSCOM server, so you can locally run the PowerShell scripts and do whatever fetch whatever data you like. So simply we will be able to see the Splunk add-on for MSCOM, and we will just simply go over there and configure everything. So first go to the configuration tab and go to the server settings, and over here edit this one, as this is a local host. So write the name of the server. So simply write the name of the server with proper domain name, like the domain name, etc., everything whichever is required to explain which particular host we are looking into. Then over here give the username for username that can run the mscom command in PowerShell. So that's the username we are going to give, the entire username. If you are not using a local username, if domain is involved, then you can involve the domain with / like this and write the username completely, and then give the password of this particular local user account which can run this particular mscom commands to get the data. For these two things, you can contact the MSCOM server owner. He or she might be able to explain it better to you. So you just need these two things and simply update it. So once this is updated, go to the template, and over here you can select whatever things you like to be monitored. So majorly everything is set up very nicely, so you don't need to do much. Simply go to your inputs, and over here any particular thing you want to monitor. For example, if I want to monitor events, so I can go to edit, I can I can also add my own input, but there is no need. Everything is pre-created. It's a very nice add-on for this. So template has been selected. You can select more templates. Okay, the interval. This is needed to be in quartz cron expression, not just a simple cron expression. It's a quartz cron expression. And for the index name, make sure that your indexer have a pre-created index, and that particular index name is needed to be put here. As we know, it won't be having any index name in the drop down, so you can force the index name, forced index name. If you do like this, it will register it and set up the time, leave the start time as it is, it doesn't matter, and update it. So what it will do in this particular interval, for example, it says in every 1 hour, this particular interval, force the PowerShell script according to this template over the server with the index name this, and send the data to our, and all the data that is fetched will be automatically sent to the indexer, as this is a heavy forwarder. Once you do this, update it, and that's it. That's where your work ends. The data will start coming into your indexers, and you can search it over your search heads. Make sure the firewalls are properly opened and the contacts can be made over the 9998 or 9997 listening port over your indexers. The management ports must be open for your deployment server and this particular local MSCOM server. Make sure of all of these things, and you will get the data. There are 13 or 14 source types which are predefined in the add-on, and you can work it with the ITSI. So that's it, guys. Hope you liked the video. Let me know if you have any questions or confusion. Please show some support by subscribing the channel. Thank you. Bye bye.